Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
The art of magic is mystery, majesty, pageantry, and craft. It's also about history, marketing, networking, and more. All of these topics and others are discussed on Magic Talk with your hosts, renowned magician James Lantine and owner of the White Rabbit Magic Shop, Joshua Lantine.
And
now on Rough Edge FM.
And the infamous Greg.
And Greg. And Tony.
And Tony. Tony
Tony's
is
here
back
too.
on the air. All right.
Now I will say
Hey! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Woo! I'm
Yay.
gonna be like the snowman.
the snowman.
I'm
Yeah.
not familiar with the
Oh,
snowman.
from the cartoon.
Yeah.
Cartoon movie.
Yeah. So Happy New Year!
I have the New Year's baby right here.
And
there
then
he is.
and then he
In the
he
flesh.
melts and he gets his hat put back on. Happy New Year!
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
He starts over every single time.
Oh, okay, cool. Where's your hat?
Because he's a snowman.
Yeah.
You know.
So-
I mean, but he sticks around at least until the end of February, in most places in the United States.
Yeah, not here.
Not here. No,
So
I don't think he could survive a day here. It's too doggone hot.
yeah, build them in your freezer and just keep them there.
There
Okay.
you go.
Anyway, happy New Year to everybody. Welcome back. We are episode number 223. And
You know why that one's special?
we got no.
Because 23, that was the year he was born.
That's a stretch.
That's
That's like a real stretch.
you don't have to.
What happened?
And he is the second grandbaby that you have. So 23.
Wow. It's got to be mystical.
Right.
There's
Hey,
something magical about that.
Numerology, man. You got to go. All numbers mean something. It's like that movie. It's also the movie that Jim Carrey did. That was the magic number, 23. How everything equaled up to 23, no matter what it was.
Oh,
How it always had a connection.
okay.
Come on.
Don't know that movie
No,
either.
I'm not. No.
You've never seen it? Oh, okay.
So look,
I'm a weirdo.
look at we got Greg's half face. It connected with Tony's half face.
There we go.
So
Mom does not want to be
be.
Mom does not want to be on the radio show, just so you know.
Okay.
I just want to let you know that.
Well, then be careful where she walks.
Well, I mean, Mr. Purveyor of said Stream Deck and master of the keyboard, why don't you not film her?
Okay.
Cut me off if she's going to come in.
Oh, all right. Well,
Don't make life hard on me.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off right now. So, all
Fair
right, Greg, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Did you have a good New Year's?
I had a great New Year's.
Did you do anything special? Did you do any magic? Did you have anybody over?
I
Did you
had
do
a
any
gig.
magic?
I had a gig New Year's Eve, but it got canceled.
Why did everybody get too wasted or what?
Probably.
I'm not sure,
Oh, crazy. Okay.
but
I'm certain.
Now, in a situation like that, do they still pay you?
yes,
There you go.
now that there's the magic. That's awesome.
That's a good. So you got paid to have the night off and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
so
I love it.
anyway, did you make any New Year's resolutions? I know we talked a little bit about this in the last show.
I'm not really big on New Year's resolutions, particularly just because I feel like every day is a new opportunity. I don't have to wait for the end of the year type of thing. But in the spirit of it being the new year and resolutions, I do have some goals. So my goal is to step away from the industry that I'm currently in and to dive more full-time, or not more, but dive full-time into magic, not just performing, but creating content, working with the White Rabbit, working with you guys. Just really, I want 2024 to be my year of hanging out with friends and making money doing magic.
I think he's asking for a job.
Well, one of the things I was going to say is that you're never going to step away from the industry you're in.
No, well, that's true. That's true. I would
'Cause-
never 100%. That's for sure.
No, you
Never
will
100%.
still be somewhat connected to that industry because you can't exist without it.
That's not true. I can exist easily, but
why is he?
But why?
where's he
You know
going?
why?
Where's he going with this?
Yeah, I mean, why? I mean,
Why
it's
mess
good,
with a good thing?
It's good to go through life that way, because if you faced it head on with reality, it'd be depressing.
Oh my God! You can tell when he was born.
Right?
with,
No, oh my
with what
goodness.
he's saying.
So
You can
it's
tell what year
like
he
it's
was
like I
born.
got like VR goggles on right now, and I'm just like living in my own metaverse. I like this.
That would be awesome,
Yeah, right?
wouldn't
It's
it?
a
That
very
would-
hazy. It's a very hazy metaverse,
that would be.
and
It's a
I'm
good
hungry
place to
all
be.
the time. But it's a
So-
safe place.
It is safe. So that's cool. That's your goal.
Yes, sir.
Josh, what goals?
Michael, I think we did talk about this.
We did.
Before the new year. I would like to go and make more money doing this, and I would like to have a bigger facility to go and share the magic
There you go.
and the magic of everything that we're doing, because I like to say our escape rooms are very magical.
I
Facts.
actually had a dream
Facts.
last night that we got the Kmart building.
Nice. That would be amazing.
There's an old Kmart building in town.
Oh yeah,
Right off the freeway.
That's huge.
that would
And-
be.
I'd imagine that's
freaking
got to be
awesome.
large.
Yeah, it's very large. And on one side we had Joshua's escape rooms. Then we had a full-blown theater. And then we had my Norman Rockwell Village for the arts.
Hey, you like the escape rooms too?
I do. But
Why
it,
are they always just my escape
it was
rooms?
set up into 3 stages. So you walked in one, and it was an art center designed in the era of Norman Rockwell. Then you had a full-on theater, and then you had escape rooms.
Sounds amazing.
Right?
There'd be like no other center in
No
the
way.
world.
No
that
way.
would be anything like that.
No way. That'd be fantastic.
It'd be the
And-
Disney World or the Disneyland
and-
of the arts.
And we were given $800 million.
That would be even better, because then we could turn that dream into everything. We could turn it into a Disneyland
No doubt.
style thing.
So
That would be
Cool.
awesome.
that was my dream.
All right, check the mailbox.
Make it happen.
So anyway, so my goal is, as I stated earlier, to be my own hero,
Your own Batman,
my own Batman.
Superman,
I am Batman.
Thor.
His nickname was Batman.
Yeah,
What happened
my
to that?
nickname was Batman
How'd that come?
Are you?
How'd that come
is
about?
this?
because I had all the cool gadgets.
Oh, I got that. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I
Is
feel
this? Is this? What is Christian Bale's third movie, Batman, where he's ay goodness, where he's looking into his depressive state and he has to get back to being Batman? Is that what stage of
Yeah.
Batman you're at?
Yeah, maybe. So
You know, movie number 3.
that. Yeah, I know. I'm familiar. I am familiar.
All right.
That one I know.
I'm with you. So
Oh.
here we go.
Hold on. Sorry. Go ahead. Somebody's fussy.
Tony.
He's got to go to Mama.
Okay. So one of the things that I thought we'd talk about today is the difference between performing a trick versus performing a routine.
Well, routines take longer.
Yes. All right. Thank you for that discussion. That was great. So next topic. When I first started doing close up, I thought I was under the impression that in order to be a quote unquote close up magician or a castle close up room magician, that you had to routine every aspect of it. So that whole 20-minute set was a start and a finish.
Got it.
And so this was when I back in New Hampshire, so we were out from quite a bit. Why does this red face look like a wild boar is making love to his mouth? Well, that's interesting.
That is very interesting. That would come to your mind.
Do you know Paul Peters?
I do not.
You do not.
I don't know, Paul.
Well,
Thanks
here.
for joining, Paul.
Yeah, Paul. Let me.
I'm not sure. I'll ask it.
If I blow it up, does it still give that same impression? What about the gray beard?
Man, you know
How
what?
does-
And I trimmed it today too. That's
you?
what's great. Yeah.
How about
I
the gray
guess
beard?
I should have went. Paul, I should take it down, huh? I guess.
I think
it's a little crazy.
But I like it. What are we talking about beards?
Did you read the comment from
here we
Paul?
go. Here
What?
we're
What's the
gonna up right
comment?
there. There you go. Why does this red beard guy?
I can't read. You got to tell me.
A bag of Cheetos.
I'll bet when this guy was pouring a bag of Cheetos popped out. Actually, he loves Cheetos, and that's why his beard is red, because he's always rubbing his face like this after eating Cheetos.
Boy, that is and I was stretching.
I know. Anyhow,
I like your red beard. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm quite
that is how
comfortable-
Saint Nick started.
I'm quite comfortable with my red beard.
Before he got old and fat and gray,
I'm sure.
he
I had
was a
this-
red bearded Santa Claus.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't
Oh,
know
you
that.
know why? Because people with red hair, they don't go gray; they actually go white. Not even kidding.
Hmm.
When the color goes out of their hair, and it happens young too, or it can happen young, it goes white.
That's interesting you say that. I do have quite a few white hairs in my beard.
Right?
What-
See,
What is this? White or gray?
that's kind of a gray. You're salt and pepper.
You're salt and peppery.
Yeah. Yeah, dirty.
Yes, take a shower. Come on, what's up with
I
you?
know. Anyway, so I had this impression that you had to, you literally had, if you were going to do a 20-minute set, your set would start and it would finish all in the same, like one big massive routine. And it took me a little while to realize that, there could be multiple routines within your 20-minute set or whatever you happen to be doing. So I actually start my set with a routine of where I talk about how I got into magic and I got a Christmas present. So I bring out a little Christmas tree and I have a little present, and inside the present it's empty because my parents didn't put the present underneath the tree because they knew I would unwrap the gift and peek. And so then all of a sudden there's a magic kit that's inside the little present, and then the magic kit turns into a deck of cards, and the deck of cards turns into, and then I talk about how I got into magic going and I went down to the Boston Common. And so I have about 4 or 5 things that all connect to this story of me starting out in magic. And then I completely go off to another subject or routine or in some cases just a trick. So
Now, with that one in mind, because I know that your whole set right there pretty well, would you consider that to being a routine, since the tricks they're not fused together where it's like one right after the other?
got-
watch this
troll, man.
routine. Here we go. You ready? Watch this magic trick.
We
Boom!
got a
Oh,
troll.
well, great.
You are out of here, Mr. Peters.
What happened?
I just blocked him.
What,
So,
or is there something that was he being inappropriate?
well, read on.
Yeah.
I can't read.
He can't
man.
read.
Not without my glasses.
So, anyhow, when do you decide you're going to routine something versus just performing the trick?
Now, but back what I was saying with yours, I noticed yours, it was a set, but the tricks weren't, married to each other. Like I would assume a routine would be, where it's like kind of continuously going with the one magic moment, or with one magic moment in mind. But yours is you meld all the tricks together via the story, because it's not just one trick that about Christmas. It's like, hey, it's this, but then it also led to this part of my life, and this part, and this part, and this part, and it's all tied together that way, where you have the appearing deck trick, and then you also have what I think was a matrix type of illusion, and then you have another one, but they're all completely separate of each other, but they're tied together via the story.
Right.
Now-
So would you still call that a routine because it's brought together into a package?
Now that one, that's a discussion to have, because it's not. I think a lot of people, when they think about a routine, it's keeping in mind one magic trick ish per se, or a magic moment that they're trying to
All right,
decorate.
so explain your aces.
My aces, well, mine is I think the aces routine that I have, you might consider to be more a traditional Magic routine where it's producing the aces out of the deck, then taking those aces and doing the twisting the aces that Di Vernon would be doing, and then from there it's doing a what would you call that? An ambitious card routine with 3 aces. So it's those are 3 different tricks per se,
Right.
and they're all tied together like it's one.
Right.
So because I don't ever move from the aces. I'm continuing on with the aces, and I'm even doing it where it has a kicker ending that ties back into something that happened at the very beginning of the whole thing. So it's all one thing tied together under the same story with the same type of cards.
So because they're all dealing with the aces, you're saying that is a routine because the perception is that it's just one big magical moment after another.
Yeah.
Focused around a common object.
Yeah, because it's the aces that I'm working with. I'm not changing. I mean, to the perspective, to the viewer, I'm not changing the magic per se. I'm not going and saying, here's this. Now let me move on to this or this or this or this. I'm not changing my apparatus for one, and then I'm also not changing the in essence the root trick per se.
So would you call mine more of a set?
I think it's both, because the aces, I feel like it's a traditional, what you would consider to be a traditional routine. And then with yours, I think it's kind of both. It's a set also with the routine because it's got the tie-in with the story. Right. You're not deviating saying, oh, hey, this was Christmas. And then, hey, that time that I went to the garage, you're not going and saying, you're not bouncing from different things per se. It's not like one trick right after the other. It has meaning.
It's all kind
in
of
the story.
My magical journey.
Yeah.
Now you're doing a similar thing, Greg.
Yeah, actually.
With your when you were working on your audition, it started out where everything was all kind of themed and piggybacked off each other.
That's the thing. Themed is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's important personally. It just makes the immersion a lot better when everything ties together like that. When I was first putting my routine together, I was really struggling, honestly. Like, I can do a lot of magic, but to figure out what felt comfortable and worked good for what I wanted to do for this was really difficult, just because the first things I kept thinking of just felt just like tricks. They actually didn't feel like a real good, they really flowed into each other. And that to me is really important, just because if you go from one trick to another, it gives too much of an opportunity for people to start breaking away from what you're doing and thinking about other things, in my opinion. There's
actually a book that talks about that, two that talk about that exact thing, where instead of going from trick to trick to trick, you can blend them together, and it makes the magical moment stronger. And backtracking or trying to go and dissect it becomes even more convoluted. At least it comes harder to just dissect it because it all melds.
All like one path, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, even though each one of the things that I do could be done as a separate trick.
Yes.
I keep the story flowing.
Yeah.
Through up until the very end. And then the end of my set, I talk about how, throughout this whole throughout this whole segment, we were going in the past, and now I'm going to take you into the future, but 5 minutes into the future. And so I kind of bundle everything up by doing a separate trick, but I still keep it somewhat connected in the sense of, we visited the past, now we're going to jump to the future.
So maybe that's what it is with routining. It's not necessarily that it has to be all one trick per per se, but it has to connect. It has to flow.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
So, and then in a set, maybe you have multiple routines.
Right. Because
Because then you can go and say, here's a flow,
Or
here's another
multiple
flow.
routines you could even choose from in the moment to put into that set.
Oh yeah. So it's like building a paragraph at that point. So, you have a sentence and then another sentence and then another sentence and then there's your paragraph type of thing.
Oh, so all right, we translate this into writing.
Yeah.
The routine is the sentence.
Yeah.
The paragraph is the set.
And the trick is the word,
Yeah.
I think, why not? Let's go.
right?
Let's go all the way
what
down.
would be the trick? An ace turns over in between cards. That's really the trick. But what makes it a routine is the whole explanation of how this is happening.
Yeah, and then how it connects all together, and there's your sentence. Why not?
In your paragraph.
That's really good.
And
Sounds
you're-
good, at least
and
for
you're,
us.
Yeah.
and you're the book.
I'd say we muddled through that one pretty all
Yeah,
right.
you're the book.
Right there you
Well, I mean,
go.
if we're gonna tie all
You're
of
the
it
master.
So I'm the
yeah.
encyclopedia.
in, you're an encyclopedia.
No, God,
Well,
no.
I'm the encyclopedia
You're the
that you steal
encyclopedia.
from all the
Yeah.
time.
I'm the Cliff Note. That's what I am. Cliff Notes.
So wasn't that part of your what was that? Your New Year's resolution where you got to be your own hero?
Yes,
So do heroes read Cliff Notes?
I probably.
Well, he's his own hero. He can tell us.
Maybe my New Year's resolution should have been I want to read a book from cover to cover. I did actually.
You did?
We had my nephew over, and
Oh my
I read
God.
"'Twas the Night Before
Oh,
Christmas."
did you really? Oh, that's cool.
And I read it from cover to cover.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean that was a book.
That is a book.
Okay, so I did that.
Baby steps.
Big time baby steps. All right, so what trick are we going to review?
Well,
Now, Greg, you bought a
have-
bag of goodies. What did you bring?
A bag of goodies?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
you had a black bag with you.
That's my headphones. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry for
okay.
the
that's his bag
suspense.
of goodies.
Yeah, he gets,
That
he
was
gets
just
the cool phones.
That's just my headphones.
Yeah, he gets the cool phones.
So the one that I'd like to do is actually Supreme Nest of Wallets.
I'm not familiar with this one.
Now, we had a Nest of Wallets. It was a soft Nest of Wallets.
That was the
And
Nest
they
of
were-
Wallets V1. This is Supreme Nest of Wallets, aka the Nest of Wallets V2.
But I don't think the same people make this one as they did the other one.
Yes,
It is?
it is the same people.
You sure?
Yes. From
Wow.
what I saw online, yes,
Okay.
that they were the same, but it's a different texture, and I think they have different routines in it too.
Is it as soft?
We will find out. I thought you're supposed to play the whole introduction thing, or you're just skipping over that because
Oh.
it's a pain in the butt.
Well, hold that thought. And let's see.
I wasn't going to go and reveal it completely.
Well, I know, but see there, the program crashed again because that's what Stream Deck does. And we're going to do a review on Stream Deck coming up next.
I like it.
Is it good? Should I buy it? Does it suck? Did I get ripped off? Is it more of a craft project than a magic trick? These questions and more answered now on the Magic Item of the Week here on Magic Talk.
So I just noticed in our little emoji here, we got to add Greg to the emoji.
We do.
But we
Oh,
need
no.
to make your beard black.
Is my beard is black, isn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
it is. It is black.
Yeah.
Which is lighter, my
You're like the
head
pirate.
or my yeah?
Hey,
I
you
can't
know,
remember which one's lighter, my hair or my beard.
we have 3 stages of beards going on here.
That
Oh,
is
We
true.
got
Whoa.
the redhead, the black, and the gray.
and what's weird
and
is I have
different
a red
lengths,
beard,
too.
but my hair is more brown than red now.
Yeah.
That's
And
I've
yours is
noticed that
black,
a lot.
but like light brown. on
Yeah.
top. Crazy.
So, anyways, yeah. So we're like the bearded trio.
Let's go.
so. Are we ready for this?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right. So this is the Supreme Nest of Wallets, aka the Nest of Wallets V2. And this, if everyone knows what the Nest of Wallets is, it is this. It is a series of wallets that are inside of each other, kind
Yeah.
of like a nested boxes.
Hence the word
Yep.
nested.
You know,
Indeed.
I got to clarify.
So are they soft?
They are soft, but the texture of them is not super
Smooth. It's like
smooth,
a pebble.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's
The
just
other
got
one
like
was
a-
like a really smooth leather.
yeah.
This is a textured leather.
Yeah, it's like
It's-
a pebble.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like the I
Nice
forget
one.
what type of leather they call that, but it's almost like alligator skin,
Okay.
kind of like that. The feel of them is the same, practically the same, minus the texture, its movability, it's how it feels durable wise, and everything like that. It feels
Now,
practically the same.
the cool thing about the nested wallet, you could do like a quarter, have somebody sign a quarter or mark a quarter, make it vanish, and then you take and you open up one wallet, pull out another, open it up, pull out another, open it up, and it's wrapped in a handkerchief.
I love it.
That's this guy right
Yeah.
here that you end up. And I've noticed
Very
with
deceptive.
this one, I think
It's great.
I think with this one, it's one of the differences routines is you can do coins, you could do a ring. I
Yeah.
think the base one was a ring.
Now,
that
is that what
vanished.
makes this one unique, or what makes this particular one better or different than other options?
Well, this for other options, well, one the first option is no longer available,
Oh, well, there you go.
and then
So this is the only option for nesting wallets right now.
yes,
From this group.
yes, I think they have others, but it's we don't have the other ones. This one was the best one that we found.
Got it.
The
A lot of
different
nested
real-
wallets are really stiff,
yeah.
Okay.
and so
This is actually it's
the
got a
softness
nice
means a
malleable
lot.
thing.
so
The
How
one
much?
thing with this is 65.
okay.
The one thing with this version, at least from what I saw, is it's not. They really delved into the what you can put in here because it's coins, it's rings, which was like I said, the base one that they had it done with, and I've even seen it where you have a Mercury folded card where it ends up in here. Basically, whatever will fit in the folds that they give you. Because
Right on.
they'll tell you the exact specific ways to go and match up the wallet, fold up this thing, your handkerchief, because that's all this is. It's a very like a velvet type of handkerchief, and that fits right inside your wallet. Which I forget if this could be held by your spectator or not, or if you have to hold it the entire time,
Well,
or have to be.
I
in
mean, you
plain
could
suit.
give it to them afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I couldn't remember if it was beforehand where you could say, "Hey, I have this. Hold on to it for me," or if it was that had to be, taken away, per se. I will do some more research and I will let you guys know.
All right.
But $65.
And so you think it's as good as the previous nested wallets?
I think so. I to be perfectly honest, the only thing that I think is really noticeably different is the texture, and that's about it. Because the velvet bag or the velvet handkerchief feels about the same, and the functionality of these wallets feel about the same too, where it's got that nice malleable leather to it. It feels like it's going to hold up a long time, and probably even get better with the malleability with use.
Yeah, I agree with that. It feels nice.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels like it real well.
Alrighty. So Greg, you are going to very soon audition for the castle.
Yes, I finally decided on my closer. And now I'm working on actually just routining everything out and finishing building my closer.
Okay.
So you
Building
have
the
a
things I
routine.
need.
Then. You have a routine with yours?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I have a routine.
So would you mind sharing what your routine is going to be?
More or less, it's going to be no, I don't mind at all. It's going to be twisting the aces, my own rendition of twisting the aces, and then I'm going to go into a tarot card reading, a 3-card tarot card reading with a confabulation into a pocket watch. So I'm going to pull a pocket watch out that has a face on it and everything, and it eventually will be gone. The face will be gone, and a note talking about the reading we just did will be in the pocket watch. That's going to be the middle portion of the routine, and then I'm going to close with On Edge, the trick we reviewed last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
And
Very
I'm
nice.
rebuilding my own version of that.
So when you create this, or as you're setting this up, what's your lead into twisting the aces? your version of Twisting the Aces?
So I do it with tarot cards. So I came up with my own routine doing it with tarot, and the lead-in is talking about, which is true, how I originally learned about tarot cards was from my grandmother and my mother. All the women on my mother's side of the family were all pretty much into the mystic arts as far as doing seances and tarot card readings. And so that is the kind of intro and lead into how I was first introduced into magic. And
How you were also introduced into your present career, probably too.
Correct. And then that led to, that also led to my interest in cannabis as well. No, that was a separate thing.
It was. I would have seen those going hand in hand.
Right. You would assume. You would assume.
Nice. And have you made your appointment yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I have not. Honestly, just because I've been messing with On Edge so much lately. But that is, you'll know, because I actually need you to be able to vouch for me,
yes,
to be able to apply. So that will be happening very shortly.
Cool.
So I did notice the one thing with this, with your routine, is kind of like with your storytelling. And my Twisting the Aces thing, he's kind of taken those two concepts and melded them together, where it's one continuous story, but it's what you're using, your medium per se, is never changing.
Nope.
It's all continually the same thing. So it's separate tricks, yes, but it all feels like one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like you haven't changed the deck.
Right.
Which is really cool. I appreciate that a lot.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah. So I'm very excited about it. It should be
a really cool routine.
It should be classics, done my own way, unique. So I'm really hoping it gets me there. I hope I knock it out of the park. We shall see. We shall see.
You know, in the very least bit, I don't know if we can say it's just the least bit too either. You will get a shot at performing at the White Rabbit with this said routine, because I'm very interested in it.
Cool. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what, you know what? You got to get your feet wet here.
I appreciate that. Hey, that's
routine.
Amazing. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll get it together
And
as soon as possible.
That will give you kind of a feel as to what the audience's response, a lay audience's response to the routine will be. And
that's a great
We
idea.
might get a couple magicians in here, depending. I don't know, because we like one or two. We've gotten a couple every now and then.
well, we also get the magician, the guest magician,
the ones
that's
that
performing.
perform as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So
That's true.
yeah, I'm
There you go.
excited.
All right.
Let's do
It's a
it.
date.
It's a date.
It's a date.
What date?
So February 14th, I believe, by the way, we will be in Fillmore at the Fillmore Town Theater doing a Magic Mashup Junior version.
Nice.
Awesome.
So
I like
that's
that.
exciting.
it's going to be a Magic Mashup, but it's going to be scaled down.
Here I am talking like I have no idea.
You don't.
I really don't.
Yeah.
This is the first time you told me.
I know.
That's amazing. Your New Year's resolution should have been, I'm going to communicate with my son more. You know,
Yeah,
we're in business together, and I hardly ever talk to him
That's
about
true.
anything.
We're going to have Ron Saylor, Stoyle, and Ekaterina, and they will be doing their quick change.
Nice.
And then myself, and there'll be several players involved with me as well. So
Awesome.
Very cool.
It's gonna be great.
Okay, so do you have a deck?
I do. And you know what? I got to tell you, before this starts, I am hungry.
I understand you're hungry, and I also understand that it's not a scratch and sniff.
No.
So
I'm actually disappointed about that one.
let's see if we can do this without the system crashing. And that would be a no.
And
So I just love technology. So let's see if we can do this without the system crashing.
There is an outbreak among us. It is limited to only a small portion of our population. They have a sickness. They have an addiction. They collect bicycle playing cards, which is bad for them, but great for us because we have almost 500 decks of playing cards to choose from. They'll go crazy in here. They'll spend every last penny they... This is their story. This is Playing Cards Anonymous here on Magic Talk.
Okay, we got the paper.
good. I'm just trying to go, you know what? I really hate ASMR. And I just,
ASMR.
what's that? It's the when they go and they have that really soft, really quiet people just talking into the mic like this, and they have obnoxious noises. Just
I don't
I'm
understand.
not familiar. Man, there's a lot. I mean, I'm running into a bunch of stuff. I gotta do some internet
I gotta
searching here, man.
venture out into the world.
Seriously.
oh, it's,
All
I
right.
guess I'm some sort of
So-
recluse now.
Now
Can
this-
you please start?
is
No,
the
no,
burger.
no.
All right, sorry. Excuse me. It's been a while. It's a new year, you know. Hi, I'm Josh, and I'm a playing card addict.
Hi,
Hi, Josh.
Wait a minute. No, that
Why
was
do you guys have
terrible.
to do this together?
It's
You never
gotta-
rehearse.
It's always together.
You never rehearse.
Every time you go to a meeting like that, they always say it together.
We're gonna go to an AA meeting and figure out if that's actually true.
All right, go.
No insults to
All
you
right.
people in AA.
All right,
Now,
go.
this
No, no. Again.
Hi, I'm Josh, and I'm a playing card addict.
Hi, Josh. See, doesn't that sound
That's better.
Sounds
much better?
really creepy, is what it sounds like. Sounds like I kind of want to leave now.
Okay.
Sounds cultish. Which, you know what, this is a cult. What I have here is the burger deck of cards. Now,
And
this one
it
is from-
not a scratch and sniff.
It is not, because this is from the fast food playing cards.
That's the company.
That's the company.
I am unfamiliar.
I thought
Yet again,
they were the ones who made their food smell.
They were, well, at least
like
for
the chicken ones, right?
ones. Yeah,
Man.
they made that one, but this
Things are
one
crazy.
is not as. Oh, it smells like paper.
Yeah, good.
They've got a
We
series
don't
of
need to
different
see you
things.
eat a deck of cards right now.
Yeah.
Hey, there is a trick for that. You know that, right? For eating
a whole deck.
a deck of cards.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, I don't know of a specific method other than eating them.
There's a trick. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to show you guys because it's fun.
I know how to regurgitate, but regurgitate not so much.
So I heard a very interesting story, and I do not know if it's true. And if somebody can verify this, that would be awesome. That Tom Mullica actually, yes, Trudy, that is true. Fillmore
Hey,
on
Trudy.
Valentine's Day. Tom Mullica actually
Ate all those
ate
cigarettes.
the cigarettes.
It's so
Yes.
funny that you say that because when he was talking about the cards, that's exactly what I was thinking in my mind. It's like you're a mentalist or something.
I am.
Do you do mentalism, Jim?
Yeah, I read
That's
your mind.
amazing.
He dabbles.
That's why every time you
Nothing
come in,
was
and-
set up before this show.
That's because every time you come in and you say something like, "Oh, Jim, I got this great idea," and I say, "Let me tell you mine first," and then I say it, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was gonna say."
Yep.
Because I have your home and car bugged.
I had a feeling.
I listen to everything.
I thought
It
I
is-
heard
it
you
is an
breathing
ele-
the other night.
It is.
It was you.
It is an electric car, so I mean, it is possible, I suppose. You know, if it's
So-
you
Oh,
got to
it's
drive
bugged. Yeah, that thing is mad bugged.
driving a computer, basically.
Yeah.
Now, this is from Fast Food Playing Cards. They have the pizza deck, they have the craft beer deck, they also have the cocktail deck and everything like that. This is the next one that they
Do
have.
they have the chicken deck?
Yes, they do.
So the chicken deck is the scratch and sniff.
Yes, it is.
Okay, but
No.
they didn't do that with the burger.
Shake
No.
and sniff.
Shake and sniff. Yeah,
Now, this one,
they could have made it smell like In and Out.
That would have been nicer. The fried chicken's like it's pretty accurate. It's kind of creepy. It's weird.
Is it? Yeah.
It's very, very interesting.
so this one, they're saying, at least from online, they're saying that the pairing to the burger deck is the craft beer deck. You know what I mean? That's two and two go together. I
Burger and
suppose.
beer.
Burgers
Alright.
and beer.
Okay.
And this is these are numbered, actually. They only have made 1,800
Oh,
decks.
great. And we just opened up one.
You complain about that all
I
the
know.
time. The cards themselves, they have not a embossed or like the metallic-y type of finish to them, but they have the appearance of it with the painting
Yeah, it's
on it.
like a mustardy, orange, cheesy color.
Oh yeah. Basically.
Now, are these would you say these are like exactly the same type of card that the other cards that they produce are?
Very close.
So they're
Very
all,
close. There's
they're
some-
all
there's
the
a-
same.
There's something a little different between the pizza deck and then the chicken one. The chicken one smells. The pizza deck has more of a linen type of finish to it. This one, I feel, has
Looks
more
like
of
a
an
linen.
expert.
Yeah.
It's got more of an expert feel to it because the
So-
linen even has texture to it still. But the expert ones, I've always noticed they're very flat.
So the back of the playing cards have 2 burgers where the bicycles would be,
Mhm.
Yes, everyone
and
can see
and
that.
they got little flaming corners, size barbecue, I guess,
Yeah,
and they have a fork dividing.
That-
the
Yeah.
burger.
Yeah.
that I have questions about. I don't know what maniac eats a burger with forks, but
Your mother,
Canadians.
your mother does.
Canadians.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She's Canadian, so
Well,
that-
the
that
heart
proves the
Canadian,
point.
yes.
Yeah. So she eats it with a fork.
And then I noticed also with the pizza one, it had more of a powdery finish to it. This one, not so much.
Okay.
The
Greg, you gonna do the spring test?
We can. I'm freezing right now.
it's
but
actually
let's
this
go.
one's called
All right.
luxury, legendary luxury
it's
finish.
luxury.
Okay. All right. So let's pass those over. All right, Greg, you are in the spotlight.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to stand up.
How do they spring?
Let's see.
He's got to get a little warm up there.
Oh no, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
They're not bad. Oh yeah, they feel pretty good.
See, now these
Right
ones,
out of the box, these spring they definitely have a broken in feel for sure.
yeah, I noticed that they
nice.
they've got a little bit more of a crushed stock feel as
Yeah,
far as
yeah.
the paper are concerned.
Definitely.
I have no idea how they're going to fare because of the texture that I'm getting off of the ends of it. I'm actually, I'll be honest, I don't have high
Is
hopes.
it like a rougher edges?
It's
How much?
dollar.
Oh, dollar.
How much are these decks?
These decks are $15.
Is that the same as the others?
I believe
Probably.
the one for craft beer, yes. I don't remember the pizza one. I think maybe, but I don't want to go and put my foot in my mouth.
Okay.
Please don't.
All right. Well, I'm going
Let's
to take
see.
Joshua off the highlight as he does his Pharaoh shuffle.
Ooh. Is it nice?
That's butter.
Cool.
Oh my gosh,
Cheesy butter.
that is
Okay.
amazing!
All right. It's official.
Wow,
I've never seen 2 guys react so unsettling
and
when
that
it comes
dribble!
to
Oh
spraying
my gosh!
and Pharaohing.
Did you see that dribble? There was no clumps.
That
Not
dribble will
one.
make you drool.
Oh man, see,
Your wives are sitting there going, I know he's cheating on me. I know. I can hear him on the phone.
you can hear him on the phone. Oh yeah, give it to me. Oh yeah.
No, she would
Oh.
recognize the sound. She would know. She'd be like, "There's no way he's talking about a woman."
he's talking about his other love.
Yes.
Decks of cards.
He's definitely talking about magic. I hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
The passion.
Right.
All right. Well, next week,
Great A. Get
we,
another one.
we will have a special guest on.
Ooh, who's it gonna be?
It's going to be, oh my gosh, I just,
drum roll.
We'll tell you
Rich.
next week.
say who-
Rich,
Who's prepared now?
Rich Hurley.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love Rich. Rich is a cool guy.
Hey, I got a memory. Yeah.
I can't wait to have him on.
I remembered. Yay for me. Okay. So Rich will be our
Rich, he did not forget you. I promise.
he
I
will
hope.
be our January 12th at the table guest performer.
Oh, that's
doing
awesome.
some
Very nice.
close-up.
Let's
So-
go.
And other than that, any last words?
Stay magical.
Yes.
What?
yeah.
That's what you got for me? Okay.
Well,
Josh?
just in case anybody forgot, remember at White Rabbit Magic,
We
we
believe in
magic.
magic.
Exactly. Thank you for saying it.
Okay.
Of course.
I was going to say it, but
because
then
I
Greg beat
truly,
me to it.
truly believe it.
See, that's what we need.
Yeah, honestly, it sounds kind of weird, but when you perform, if you believe in what you're doing, it becomes so much more authentic.
100%. I agree with that.
So,
Hey, we got some truth.
I mean, we all know it's fake, but you know, if you want your audience to step away and believe,
What?
yeah,
Magic's not real?
There's no Santa Claus either, Josh.
Oh,
So
you're breaking my heart. Santa does exist. You cannot prove me wrong.
he does exist.
You cannot change my mind.
He exists in the hearts of humanity.
There you go.
But yeah, you know, you ask your audience to step away and to believe, you know, well, for that moment that they're experiencing the magic, just believe. And so you should be doing the same thing.
100%.
So,
Everything that I'm doing is actually true. It's real. No, there's no question about it.
yeah, he is mystical in his own mind. So anyway, thank you all for listening. We will be back next week. Scott, if you are paying attention, we need our new intro. So
Please.
And we need to know, or we need to have an update on our cards too. So we got to let everybody know. He actually told me what he's going to say. He's going to go and introduce Greg, and then he's also going to say that we have the correct amount, which is almost 700. At least the amount that sounds the best to me.
Awesome.
oh, we're the 700 Club.
Almost 700 club.
How many more do you need by next week?
By next week.
175.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we are out. Take care. We will talk to you all next week. And it's not going to work. So we're back.
We're going to kill some time here. Gosh.
So if anyone
Have
uses
you guys ever actually done magic on this show?
performed it,
I
Yeah.
well,
can't remember.
it's a podcast, so it's kind of hard sometimes because you're.
But there is camera. There are cameras.
There are cameras. And you know what? I should, because on the
Just
Friday
curious.
Shot Day
You
show.
don't have to. No pressure. I was just asking.
I feel like we should, because
Would
on
you?
the Shot
All
Day
right.
show, I have performed magic for them. I've gone and promoted the shop on a drinking show. So I mean,
Okay.
which is even better because on that show, everybody's drunk anyway.
Okay. So what you're saying is that for our visual watchers and listeners,
Visual
We-
audience, yes.
we should do a magic trick, and for the audio portion of that,
Somebody will
somebody should
dictate exactly what's happening.
interpret what's going on.
I love it.
All right.
A play-by-play.
All right.
So if we
Sounds
screw
good.
up, they could just say it was amazing. Oh my god,
All right.
best thing since sliced
I will
bread.
be the eyes for the listening audience. Anyway,
Oh,
thanks
God, that's
everybody. Take
dangerous.
care. We'll talk to y'all next week.
Bye.
Abracadabra, hocus pocus, presto. Pick a card, any card. Some words are magic. They sparkle with the promise of something wonderful. But they're still just words until you add that something wonderful to the mix. And that's what you'll find at the White Rabbit Magic Shop in Santa Paula. Their inventory includes world-class tricks and illusions that are not only for sale, but that they will teach you to master. In addition, White Rabbit Magic Shop is world-renowned for its amazing collection of bicycle playing cards, with nearly 500 decks in stock. So, if you're serious about magic, then say it with us. At the White Rabbit Magic Shop, we believe in magic. The White Rabbit Magic Shop, located at 15500 Telegraph Road, Suite B15 in Santa Paula. For more information, please call 805-850-3051 or check us out online at wr-magic.com. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.